Hot on the heels of the Super Mario Maker 2 3.0 update, along comes Animal Crossing New Horizons and its April update. And it's bringing along enough new features, villagers, and events to carry us all the way through June. Now, even though the trailer seems pretty straightforward, there are still a few secrets left for the analysis machine to uncover. But that's enough rambling, because it's time for us to make like a tree and leave. Because Lief is finally back. I say finally because where's this guy been the past month? But to be fair, he is a sloth, so I suppose we can forgive his tardiness. But this time, he's a traveling merchant that sets up shop in the plaza to sell various flower types and an array of entirely new bushes. Yeah, bushes! Of which we can already see 4 different types. Now when it comes to flowers, we're pretty sure it won't only include your island's native species, because Nook's Cranny already has that market cornered. Next, did you catch the hedges set up here? Which we're guessing is an entirely new type of fence. Yeah, our dream of recreating the hedge maze from The Shining is almost here. Yeah, we have some pretty weird dreams. Now, while it is possible that Leif has something to do with this, we think it's more likely that it'll pop up as a new DIY recipe they can purchase from the Nook Stop terminal just like every other fence type. Moving on, Crazy Red is back too, this time returning under a new Jolly Red moniker, which we're pretty sure is a play on the Jolly Roger. And like any good pirate, he has his own ship too, in the form of the Tressure Trawler, in which you'll set up shop at your secret beach, which finally gives a purpose to this mysterious plot of land. After venturing inside, you'll climb down the staircase to a murky floor below deck, where you'll be able to purchase different types of art along with furniture items, which are an entirely new addition to his business. This will likely create the opportunity for you to collect rare colorings or unique pieces. In fact, the official press release even confirms that some of the furniture items found here can't be purchased at Nook's Cranny. But as always, the art is the main focus here, but buyer beware, because Red is as likely to sell you a counterfeit item as he is the real thing. And you don't want to end up with a counterfeit, because not only will the museum not accept it as a donation, but you can't sell it at a high price either, unless it can fool a visitor to your island. So you'll want to carefully inspect each piece of art to determine whether it's authentic or a mere copy. And you can do this by comparing them to the real world art that they're based on. To help you out, the developers have included the ability to zoom in and take a real close look before you buy. Now, as far as we can tell, all the artwork in this clip appears to be the real deal, which means Nintendo's likely keen on keeping the misfit versions a secret for you to uncover yourself. How generous. Furthermore, it's entirely possible that, like before, Red will still limit you to just 1 purchase per island visit, meaning you better be real confident that the art you're buying is the real deal. Now, going hand in hand with the new artwork is a brand new expansion to the museum, which according to Nintendo, becomes available after donating your first piece of art to Blathers. And the museum exterior gets a suitable upgrade to go along with it too, as it will now finally entirely fill the plot of land that it sits on. The upgrade also includes new stone columns and banners that flank the entrance, along with a new pair of floodlights. It all just looks a lot more impressive. Now when it comes to the interior, as we speculated before, the new art gallery will be accessible via the 2nd floor in the lobby, which currently goes nowhere. But now we can see that's about to change, because we can just barely see the new entranceway at the very top of this scene. The art room itself seems to be similarly majestic, with the paintings and statues each given their own section. For the paintings, we can see at least 17 spots where art can go based on the amount of display cards, though we can just barely see what might be an 18th card on the right edge of the very first frame of this clip, though it could also be something else entirely, like the edge of a doorway or something. In any case, we can't tell exactly how much deeper the room extends to the right, but we wouldn't be surprised if there's room for a few more art pieces considering New Leaf had 23 paintings in total. Statue-wise, we can see there's room for at least 8 of them based on the amount of stands, which actually matches the amount in New Leaf perfectly. Though it is possible there's room for more since we can't fully see the left side of the room. Especially since, while 3 of the statues here return from New Leaf, the Thinker one is entirely new. Hey, and while we're in this section, did you spot the red carpet down here? That's the exact same pattern found on the carpets in the lobby too, meaning this is almost certainly the doorway that connects to the 2nd floor of the lobby. Which then makes us wonder there could be another section of this floor on the left side of the room that we just can't see. Because otherwise the entranceway here wouldn't be centered to the new floor, which would be a little odd. But it is entirely possible, especially since we can see a wall along the left side. We just don't know for sure that there isn't a hallway or door along it at some point. At any rate, there's undoubtedly more to see on this floor either way, as we can see a staircase just ahead before the clip comes to an end. And if you freeze it on the very last frame, we can just barely see an entranceway of some sort that might lead to another section, or another room entirely. But what might we find there? Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, so that's it for the museum. So let's move on to the events that were the focus of the second half of the trailer. And first up, we have the Nature Day event, taking place between April 23rd and May 4th. You'll be given special Nook Miles tasks that will have you planting trees, placing shrubs, watering flowers, among other green tasks befitting Nature Day. And considering the rewards are Nook Miles, we wouldn't be surprised to see some new reward items added to the Nook Stop terminal to celebrate the occasion. Next, the May Day event runs from May 1st to the 7th, and allows you to use a one-time May Day ticket at the airport in order to partake in a special Mystery Island tour, where you'll be expected to— wait a second, is that Rover? Yep, the travel-obsessed cat makes a return in Animal Crossing New Horizons, awaiting the player at the end of what appears to be a maze or obstacle course. And we're pretty sure that is in fact the end based on the sign here pointing to it. And if you look close, you can see that the path to him is blocked by multiple trees. Furthermore, we can see all kinds of objects strewn about, including branches, stones, oranges, and even an entire DIY workbench. So we're thinking this maze might be more like an escape room, in which you start the challenge empty-handed and have to work your way out by only using the tools and materials you find along the way, including whatever you can craft yourself. And it seems they'll be essential to getting through the maze, allowing you to collect or build tools to clear the obstacles out of your way, such as an axe to clear out those trees we mentioned earlier, or by eating a fruit and using a shovel to clear the rock blocking the path here. Now, perhaps not quite as exciting is the International Museum Day festivities. Running from May 18th to the 31st, players can partake in a stamp rally. You'll be given a stamp card for the day, and you'll then be guided to different kiosks within the museum, each one featuring specific tasks. And of course, completing them will earn you some kind of unique reward. What it might be, we're not entirely sure. Finally, last but not least, we have the Wedding Season month, which takes place throughout the entirety of June. During it, players will have to travel to Harvey's Island and meet up with a married couple, Reese and Cyrus, who return from Animal Crossing New Leaf. It'll be your job to arrange and shoot anniversary photos in the special themed wedding photo studio. By completing these tasks, you'll get access to wedding themed items as a token of their appreciation. Cute! Alright, and there you have it. That's everything we can cover in the April update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. As usual, if you missed anything, let us know by posting in the comments below. And of course, make sure to click that subscribe button for more on Animal Crossing New Horizons and everything else Nintendo too. We'll catch you later. Bye.